I'm Carole Thorpe-Gunner and welcome to our Kindful Cafe video series, and thank you very much to the Community National Lottery Fund for making this possible. This is my third video about Eldrick, Wild Eldrick of Shropshire. And first of all, I have a little tale to tell, a very, very short tale to tell. So excuse me while I put my spectacles on and I'll read it to you. Now, the tale of Eldrick, Wild Eldrick and Godda the Fairy Princess, I like to think is this. Wild Eldrick searched high and low on Long Mountain, where England and Wales meet one another. His love for Godda forever deepened, and Godda, from her 360-degree view on High Beacon Ring, Godda the Fairy Princess looked down, and she saw poor Eldrick searching, and she pitied him. Time passed, and Godda conceded that her love for Eldrick was just too powerful to ignore. She forgave him. Eldrick didn't keep his word many years ago. Time had passed and she forgave him. So she sprinkled her magic fairy dust and led Eldrick up to that highest point on Long Mountain to Beacon Ring, where the fairies assembled. Godda waved her magic wand, and behold, Eldrick, oh, Eldrick too became a fairy, and he joined the fairy clan, and he joined Godda. At last, Eldrick and Godda were together, loving and living as fairies, should high on the magical place that is Beacon Ring. So now I'm going to show you how to make Eldrick, the fairy prince. Now, Godda is made from a peg and a lollipop stick. We're not going to make Godda today because we don't have time, but if you get an idea, you can take it from there. But this is Eldrick, and he is made from a little artist model, and they're very cheap to purchase from a certain shop beginning with W in the High Street. And normally, when it's not a windy day, he would stand up, and what we're going to do is clothe him and make him into the fairy that he became. Oh, Eldrick, he's been as wild as normal. Now, if you hold hands properly with Godda, we won't have that problem. There we are. Now, what you need to do is get a piece of white felt. Oh, it could be any other colour felt. This one's white. And what you do is you bend it in half and you cut a hole in the middle, like so, and you put it over his head. Now, when you've got it on his head, you can just cut to shape 2 arms, and this is his jacket. We're going to take it off for a moment. It's not too cold, are you, Eldrick? Now, we're going to do his trousers first. So you've got another piece here, and what we do is just cut a little piece that's the length of his leg, 2 of these, and what we're going to do is wrap them round, and we're going to glue them with good old glue. Nice lot of glue. Here we go. On either side. Yes, it's wild here as well as on Beacon Ring. Falling about the place. And glue it. Hold it a moment. Put towards the back. Add a dash more if you're not sure. Glue absorbs into the felt, so a little bit more won't help, won't harm rather. Put his foot round that way. Okay, so we've got this one into shape. Other piece, other leg. Wrap it round. It's important to do this first actually, because when he's got his tunic on it's even more fiddly. But it's not really fiddly, it's just getting enough glue on. There we are. Wrap it round and glue. Now remember that Beacon Ring actually has been there a long, long time. Beacon Ring on Long Mountain, it was the place where beacons were lit, and all over the country as well as Shropshire. And it was a place, is a place where there's an Iron Age fort. And people do say, including Charlotte Byrne in her book about Shropshire folk, do say that it is a place, an eerie sort of a place. There, we've got his trousers on now. And now we're just going to pop this on. And we've got to do the same with the sleeves. And people who've gone there have said there is a very strange atmosphere. And often a very quiet feeling. So maybe you should go up to Beacon Ring. You'll see it on an Ordnance Survey map. One sleeve done. Do the other sleeve. So really it's just a matter of initially cutting that right and then gluing it into shape. Okay. Eldrick is nearly there. Just do the sides. Good old yoo-hoo. So we don't have to worry about Eldrick anymore and what happened to him, and worry about him riding around looking forever. He's quite happy. A happy ending was had by all. There he is. Now we have a little bit of, oh, I think we've just lost his hair actually. Put it here. Oh, he's got quite a mop. Let's tie this tunic round with a little bit of gold thread. The sun's shining on him. We have to do this fairly tightly because we're going to put the feathers at the back of him, and those are actually love feathers. They're like love arrows. There he is. And what we're going to do is just get a little pen, and we're going to do his eyebrows, his eyes, his nose, and his mouth. And you can even put some fingers on if you like. Here. Toes as well if you like. And his hair has blown away. So, just excuse me while I get his hair. Here it is. Let's put some yoo-hoo on his hair, because a Eldrick would be a little bit miffed. Now this is sheep's wool, and I've just peppered it with a little bit of black felt tip pen, and he's all ready for his long arrows now. So you tuck those into the back, 1, 2, 3 on either side, so he can pull those out, and if he thinks that he wants somebody to fall in love with somebody else in Shakespearean fashion, he'll use them as love arrows. There he is. Wild Eldrick. You can give him a little necklace too if you want to. Happy on Long Mountain.